They beat us pretty good in all aspects of the game, both times, or three times. No, twice. They did a really good job. They took us out of our game. We didn't hit the way we needed to hit today. Their pitcher did a really good job. But both games, they controlled really well. And they were the one team here that really did a really good job of controlling our ability to move on, to win, to produce and play like we were capable of playing. Defensively, we didn't do well either time against them, and so they're the champions. They deserve it. There's no doubt they're the best team here, and that's it.
Just a couple quick questions on the game itself, and just they were getting people on base, and you were escaping those innings, but eventually the dam was going to break through.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually it's just overwhelming at some point.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they did put a lot of pressure on us, and we didn't, we weren't able to withstand it. We just weren't able to play our game. So they did a great job of keeping us from playing our game.
Yeah, just 6 hits. I mean, you had some pretty good hits there, but I mean, not the maybe the level we're used to seeing. Is it just their pitcher on the other side? Just pitching really well today.
I'm not sure because I didn't get to hit, but yeah, obviously she did really good. We hit the ball though. She doesn't strike us out a lot, but yeah, they just they're clearly the best team.
Just talking about your MVP. She was fantastic this whole tournament. Broke the record for most hits in the tournament. You've already talked a lot about her, but to see her on the stage and the journey that brought you guys here, I'm sure it was just an amazing ride to be with her.
Yeah, like I said before, she's the best player on our team. And again, I don't really like to talk about that because, I don't ever want to put one player ahead of another. But it's very clear. Some years it's very clear that somebody, and it's just like I said before, it's not just a physical aspect. She's not necessarily the most physically gifted player on our team, but in every aspect possible that you're looking for in a ball player, she's got. It doesn't surprise me that she broke the hit record. It doesn't surprise me that everywhere she goes, she breaks the records of things. She's broken a lot of records for us this year. And, I remember when we met her, she was a transfer from Northridge and looking for a place to play, and Cal State Northridge. And we were able to convince her to come here, and everything's been really, really good between her and I and her teammates. And she's a leader. She's got Division I experience. And she played in good travel ball organizations and just really knows the game inside and out. And usually the MVP doesn't go to the losing team, but it did, and it's no surprise that she pretty much dominated this tournament. So all glory to her, and we love her. And she's now an alumnus, and we have a pretty good alumni base, and so we're looking for her input in the future now.
This was your first ever trip to the College World Series. How fun was it to bring your team here and see them execute at such a high level?
Oh, it's a dream come true. It's great. That's what every coach is trying to accomplish. We've gotten close. We've lost 4 super regionals, and we finally broke through with this team. And I wouldn't necessarily say it was our best team. Some of the other years, we really had some really loaded team, and just kind of, who you run into along the way and that kind of thing. But this is a very overachieving team, very, very much an underdog. The 8th seed, we double the losses of anybody here, basically. And you look at the other team's records of 50 some odd wins and less than 10 losses, and we're kind of came in with a above average, maybe win-loss record, where these other teams are superior win-loss records. So it just goes to show how tough it is in the West, how tough it is in our conference, CCAA. What great coaches we have in that conference, and the battles that we go through. And you could kind of see we were very resilient, and we fight back and we try to come back, and we were able to do that against North Georgia, and we just hung in there. And unfortunately, like the other times that we tried to get here, we ran into the wrong team, and they were better, and they proved that, and congratulations to them.
You told me, and I've read some things that you say lots about this the team-led program.
Mm-hmm.
How much did that help in the overachieving or getting to this point? It just seems like you rely a lot on them to get the work done.
Well, probably a difference maker because, like I said, I don't even know if we were the most talented team in the West region. I don't even know if we were the most talented team in the CCAA. I can't remember what we finished, Rick, 4th or something in CCAA, and we went to the CCAA tournament and went 1-2, and then we just took off. But yeah, I would really like to say that our leadership has never been better. And even though we talk about maybe not the most talented group we've had, they're the greatest Toro group of all time because they're here. And they made it through, and all the other teams that were maybe full of more talent didn't make it. And so I like to believe that our seniors, our captains really made a huge difference. And I'm sure Raquel could speak more on how much power we give them and the authority we give them to make a lot of decisions, but definitely a player-run team. So I think this is a pretty good formula for us.
We talked about that a little bit, Raquel, in terms of being team-led, the power goes to you guys to really kind of lead this team and lead them as far as you did this year.
Yeah, well, he runs practices as far as the agendas of what we're set out to accomplish for the day, but pretty much outside of that, it's us leaders and captains that we help with lineups. We decide who's going to pitch this day. We really do it all, and I really appreciate Coach for letting us do that because that's what's really developing us as people too outside of the sport. So he's a facilitator, but we're the ones who fill out the team and really know each other, so we'll know what is going to work for the day. I can't appreciate this guy more. He saved me from a lot of just a situation that wasn't set up for me to be successful. And even though we didn't win today, this was the spot that I was supposed to be at, and I take pride in that. And I'm sure the next years to come, all the leaders will stay the same, and we'll keep the legacy going. And I think a player-ran team is much more effective and meaningful to a program.
When you heard you were MVP, what kind of went through your mind, and what was this tournament? How much fun did you have? How much fun did you have playing in this tournament?
Yeah, I had a blast. I was doing it for my family, my friends. I have a lot of support and a lot of impactful people in my heart that I go on the field for every time. I don't really play for myself. I play for my girls and my coaches and everyone who got me here, and the rest kind of just follows. So I worked my ass off this season to get where I was today, and it showed. But I would have liked a ring, but there's so much more that we've accomplished as a team and as a program. So I can go out happy and feel productive and felt like I did something for this organization.
How about the season as a whole? To be the West Region champs, and at one point maybe you guys didn't think you were going to get here based on how tough the conference is, but to make that run, how much fun was that?
Oh, every second with this team is a blast, and that's why we got here. It's just fun, pure joy. That's what softball's about. And every single one on our team we're going to be best friends for life, and that's what it's really about. It's longevity of relationships and friendships, and that's why we all play this sport, is just to have fun and do something different. I don't know. Yeah, this program is just all about love and positivity and strength and resiliency and grit, and that's why we're here.
Coach, what does a run like this do for a program, whether that's the softball program itself or the whole entire athletics department? It just seems like getting the name out there and not a recruiting thing, but it's just does so much for a program, at least going forward.
Yeah, for the school, it's awesome. Everybody has been rallying around us and watching from home, and we're all over social media, which is such a good platform for getting your brand out there and having people find out who you are. And we have a university name that doesn't really apply to our city. We're Cal State Dominguez Hills. We're actually located in Carson, So I think that helps put us on the map, where exactly Carson is and that kind of thing. As far as recruiting is concerned, we'll see. You know, if you're waiting to recruit now, you're probably not going to be very good next year. So we pretty much have our recruits lined up for a couple of years. But yeah, it's definitely going to help because people are going to recognize the name and they're going to want to be part of this opportunity.
Just following up with you on that question, Raquel. You laid the bricks of the foundation you got here first time in program history. Kind of like what did, like when the coach said, what would your message be to the newcomers that are coming in?
Oh, man. I guess just to take pride in what you do. Enough is never enough. And if you really care about making a change in the program and if you really care about where you are, then I feel like you're expected to do your absolute best or else you shouldn't be there. So I think everyone that's going to be in this program next year just work extra hard so when this opportunity comes again, they'll be ready. And I know they will be.